Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? What the fuck? Why am I? First of all, why am I so far away? And second, why am I not moving? Why am I not moving? My wig, it don't move. Why am I so far away from the camera? Do you guys not love me anymore? Is that why you are so far away from me? Do you see that now that I've been canceled on Twitter? I am your problematic fave now, and you don't want me around anymore. Is that it? Nah, it was probably something amiss with the setting. But anyway, hello everybody. How you guys doing? Hope you're having a good day. My name is Renan, your lovely fashion dolly, and welcome back. I hope you guys are having a good day. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Lovely Saturday, which it doesn't really feel like a Saturday to me because I have lost any sense of time and space, and honestly at this point I don't know what's real and what is part of the simulation. As I was telling you guys at some point before, I was having such a heavy disassociation episode while I was sick that sometimes I still think that I'm trapped in the Matrix now. Sometimes I still feel like something is wrong, but I cannot quite pinpoint what it is, so it's fine. Don't worry about it too much. Speaking of when I was sick, though, I gotta talk to you guys about something. So, part of the thing that happened when I was sick is that I needed to get some shots, right? I needed to get some shots. I needed to, what's to say? I needed to get perforated. I needed my asshole to get perforated and probed. For me to feel better, I needed some medicine administered directly onto my system. And you know, part of the thing that they do when you receive an injection is that they put a cotton ball right over the wound so that it closes faster, right? And so that you don't bleed out, I think. I'm not really sure how that works. I'm not in the medical field, but I know that a lot of you are in the medical field, apparently, because I don't know why I happen to attract people who work in that field, but I know that a lot of you do. But anyway, the point being is that so that cotton ball that they needed to put on my ass, and you know, they usually held it over with my shorts just to make sure that it applied pressure, but it didn't, you know, and it didn't fall out, right? So the thing is I never found those cotton balls, and I'm again glitch in the matrix. I'm not really sure what happened to them because they were in my ass at some point in time, and suddenly you know, when I thought about removing them, I went spelunking. I did a full body exploration, a full body biography, if you will. That is not the right word to use it for that word, but I don't care. But I did a full body exploration on that situation, and I never found the cotton balls. I do not know what happens. I don't know if my body absorbed them. I don't know if it saw how soft it was, and it was like, you know what, I want that. We want a softer ass, so we're gonna absorb that thing. I'm genuinely not sure what happened to those cotton balls. I'm not sure if my ass ate them, but I'm still a little bit concerned about it. Just a slight bit concerned about it, because I have, like I said, I have searched. I have gone on a search. I have taken showers, gone to the bathroom ever since, and I genuinely still have no idea where those cotton balls went. And I don't know when I should start to talk to a doctor about it. Of course, the most likely option is that they probably fell out while I was walking back, but still, isn't that like a bit of a like a little bit of a sus situation? Like, just imagine you're looking at this femboy walking slowly in the street, because, you know, clearly I can't walk very well at the time. Walking slowly in the street, and suddenly you see like a bloody cotton ball fall out. Like, I feel like that if somebody saw that probably must have left quite the impression, for sure. Absolutely, for sure, that must have left quite the impression to some people. So I don't know how I'm perceiving the neighborhood right now, when, you know, with the whole situation about me wanting to date the restaurant boy from a couple blocks away, which, by the way, there is no update on that, but I feel a little bad about it. I may perchance feel a little bit bad about it, because I have not seen him ever since I tried to ask him out. And the only person that I have ever seen during the times where I take my walk is the girl. The girl that I tried to ask for help with. And so now I'm a little bit concerned that maybe perchance he's working in the back now just so that he doesn't see me. And if that may be the case, I may be banned from the restaurant. Which, I don't know how to take those news. Like, at least the girl has still been pretty nice to me. I will tell you that much. The girl has still been pretty nice to me, and she has still, like, you know, say hello. But, am I supposed to take the hint? Should I take the hint, Chad? Am I supposed to take the hint that I am no longer welcome there? Because, again, it is a very real possibility that they no longer want me there. So, I might have to find another place to get Chinese from. But anyway, folks. All right, I do apologize though for being late today. I will say I was busy drawing some yaoi, and I forgot about what time my stream was. Like, complete transparency, I forgot what time my stream was, because usually I don't stream on Saturday. Saturday is one of those days that I stream, because I like to have like little breaks in between my streams just to make sure I'm giving you my top performance, the top things that I can do. But as stated, I was a little busy drawing some yaoi, some lovely yaoi, and because of that, I forgot to do a lot of the setup that I was supposed to do. In particular, I forgot to jot down some topics to talk about today. So I do apologize if I am a bit sparse with my chatting today, because as you guys may know, I may be able to chat up a storm, but at the same time, I am the type of person who needs to prepare a little bit of a list, a little bit of a longer list to talk about, because otherwise I am absolutely lost in life. But anyway, let's see. What are we going to be doing today, folks? Well, first of all, today we're going to be working into more HOLOSTARS Voice as Pokemon, or as yesterday I said by accident, Pokemon Voice as HOLOSTARS, which honestly, it's either or. It's either or. We're reaching the end of the JP branch. The JP branch didn't get any new generations, nor seasons, nor follow-ups after UPROAR. And with UPROAR, I already drawn Rio, because he was the first one that I drew, because he was graduating at that time, and I was like, I need to get it in now, bitch. And so I haven't drawn anything of Rio yet. Sorry, I already had drawn Rio. So what I need to do is draw the rest of UPROAR, which is Gamma, Fuma, and Uyu. Which with Uyu, I have a particular conundrum, which is Uyu is a crossdresser, and he does crossdress pretty often, and he does have an outfit that looks like a gothic woman. And so I wanted to do a Gothifel, but at the same time, I am supposed to represent their basic appearance. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna be honest. But what I will do today is I know that Gamma will be a Smirgle. Gamma is a Smirgle. Now, before I do anything else, I need to get all of them in here, which I do not know where they are. There you are. There you are. So this is Gamma. For those who don't know, this is Gamma. This is one of the... why am I so big? Why am I so big? Why am I so large? Hello? Like, my Vtuber model is doing this thing recently where wherever, like, it zooms in whenever I move my scroll wheel, but I'm not even... I don't even have that available. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, so this is Gamma. If you guys don't know Gamma, as I said, he used to be part of UPROAR, and he is the mangaka. He is the artist. He, up to this day, on his new incarnation, he still draws manga, and he's quite popular as a manga artist. And also, he has a fucking sleeper build. Like, I'm not one to talk too much, out of respect to for the talents and everything. I am not one to talk too much about who they are in their reincarnation form, and in technicality, there is like this clause that is pretty common in the VTuber scene, where you shouldn't talk about past lives. Like if they were part of a corpo, you shouldn't talk about it, because it's not really seen in a good light. It's just not one of those things that you should do if you want to be courteous in the VTuber sphere. But anyway, the point that I was trying to make though is that on his normal channel, on his new channel, he makes a lot of like IRL content, and man is ripped, bitch. Like, he's ripped. My man is ripped. He is big. You can tell that he has some big arms that he can do some really good art with. Which is, again, it's surprising, because usually the image of a mangaka is you picture somebody who is kind of busy 24/7, and very overworked, as so many Japanese industries tend to be. So it is quite surprising. But because he has dedicated so much of his life to drawing, and even when he was part of UPROAR, he was the mangaka, he was the artist, I think it would be a good idea to draw him as a Smeargle. That, and also it's a little bit of, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of low-hanging fruit. Like, let's call it what it is. It's a bit of a low-hanging fruit situation, because wow, how innovative that I am drawing the artist Vtuber as the Pokemon that has a barrette and a brush. It's like, it's not necessarily innovative, but I think we can have some fun with it. Particularly with Gamma. His hair has so many it's very colorful in a way that I find very beautiful, and I am sitting here oogling watching. So, I mean, it had to happen at some point. What, me drawing a Smeargle? Which, by the way, hi Ryoken, how you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, there has been some times in which I made the really obvious choice. Many of them are artists, right? Surprisingly, only a couple of them are. Like, of course, they're all creatives. Don't get me wrong; they're all creative people. But artists, as what we call Inomane Ina, for example, or Sana at the time, there are not that many. There are actually not that many of them. In my hand, I can actually count 4 between graduated talents and talents that exist right now, and only really 2 of them actually market themselves as artists, which, first of all was Gamma, which was the first one to market himself as an artist. Second of all, Gibby, Gold Bullet. Gold Bullet also places a heavy emphasis on his artwork. And then there is Oga, he's an illustrator. He does do artwork, but that's not the main point of his streams. The main point of his streams, and the main thing that Oga does, is be very yabai desu. He's very, very, very sexy and tempting, if you know what I mean. And as for the last one will be Flayon. Flayon does know how to draw, but again, that's not the point of his content. He barely does any drawing content. You know what I mean? So it's only really 2 of them who actually have ever marketed themselves as an artist. So it is not necessarily. It is not necessarily an oversaturated idea, And I feel like it's kind of the thing of a lot of people know how to draw, but not everybody does drawing for their content. You know what I mean? For example, Juju knows how to draw. She knows how to draw really well. I've seen some of her paintings. That's crazy. She's amazing at art. but she doesn't really advertise herself as an artist. Not anymore, at least. You know? So I think it's a thing that it's about the way that you present yourself, you know what I mean? Now, the one thing that I don't understand about Smeargle is Smeargle a dog? Like, what is Smeargle? What animal is Smeargle based on? Because, like, it kind of looks like a dog, but it also looks a little, because of the tail, it reminds me of a little bit of a monkey. So, what even is Smeargle? Or is it Smeargle or Smeargle? I think it's Smeargle, right? Or Smile Bagel. Fuck off. Fuck off. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Wait. Did you say bagel? Or is it beagle? It's in the name. Okay, what is a beagle? What the fuck even is a beagle? Oh, it's a dog. Wait, why do you call it like that though? That sounds weird. So it is a dog. So Smeargle is a dog. Well, you learn something new every day, I guess. But if he is a dog, why does he? I know that part of the point is like it's a brush, right? But a long tail. That feels. I don't know. I feel like it must be more than just a dog, you know? There must be more to him. A smart beagle. Am I saying it right? Is it beagle? Is it beagle? But yeah. By the way, here's a suggestion. Sure, I'm listening. I'm listening to your suggestion. I will not say. I do not know if I will take it, but I am listening anyway. Do you know the special Smeargle that came out in Pokopia? Yes, which is why I think it would be very easy to try to do this. Yes, I do know about it. I do know about it. Hold on. Let me grab an image real quick. Like, I'm already kind of way ahead of you. I'm already kind of way ahead of you. That's the thing. Because I mean, it's not really that different, you know. It's not really that different than the usual Smeargle. It's just it has a bigger tail, another it has a lot more paint on him. So you know, also that's such a weird name, Smeargodo. Smeargodo. Is it supposed to be like a play on words on the name Suguru or something? Or white Smeargodo? Is there a guru? I think I'm drawing the Beretta a little bit too low, though. But yeah, what I was planning to do, essentially, is... First of all, I'm planning to use, like, the color of his hair. Like, because his hair is so multicolor and so... flame-inspired. See, we're in the same wavelength. We're in the same wavelength. We you know, great minds think alike because we're literally thinking the exact same thing. We're literally thinking the exact same thing, dude. You know? We're the same. We're the same people. We're the same person at this point. We are the same person. We think the same, and it might be a bit concerning. Which, speaking of flames, I don't think you guys should have ever taught me how to use a lighter. I don't think the knowledge of knowing how to use a lighter should have ever come into my vicinity. Because, first of all, I feel really cool. I feel really cool. I feel really cool having a lighter. And also, I feel like I have like the power of God. I feel like the power of the celestial flame in my hands. Like, I hold the celestial fire when I use a lighter. And, you know, not to say that I've been setting things, not to say that I've been setting things on fire or anything like that. Not to say that I'm a pyromaniac. But I would not lie. I would be alive to say that some impulses haven't happened. It would be a lie to say that sometimes I stare at my hair and I will be like, you know what it would be like if I just set it on fire? Like, do you guys think it would hurt if I just set it on fire? So like, I always have like this like very like impulsive thought sometimes in which I think, what if I just jump from this building? Like, what if I just jump? Like, and it's like living in morbid fascination sometimes of like, what would happen if I were to like hit the pavement? Like, when if I jump out of a burning building, you know? It's just one of those things that I'm like, I think I should probably bring it up in therapy, but at the same time, I do not want to go to a facility. You know? That's the one thing. I don't want to go to a facility. Because I feel like there's a lot of things that you should say to your therapist, but probably not things that should lock you up. You know? You should probably not speak things that should lock you, that will probably land you in a facility, to be honest. But I don't know if speaking about this stuff on YouTube is a good idea. If something else happens at some point, girl. If that were to happen, I think it would have. I think it would have been way worse. Because you know what we talked about in this channel before, right? Like, you know how deep we get into discussions and, you know, talking about certain things. So like, you know, I don't think. I feel like if my YouTube channel hasn't been censored yet, I don't think it's going to be. Unless I put like a Jake Paul thing and I film like a corpse. But otherwise, I think we're gonna be good for a while. Hey Aaron, how you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're having a good day. How are your videos coming along? You told me last time that you were working on some videos and you were having some troubles with the thumbnails. Have you been able to make some progress? I hope you've been able to. You know what it's gonna be about this Smeargle though? About this Smeargle. I think it's Smeargle. I think the correct pronunciation is Smeargle. But you know what's gonna happen with this Smeargle? Is have you guys ever seen the blue-eyed person meme? Have you guys ever seen the blue-eyed person meme? Hold on. Like, I fear that once I finish this image and once I put them all together, I feel like this is what's gonna happen. I feel like this is what's gonna happen if I am not once I finish the whole lineup. You know, once I finish the whole lineup, I feel like this is the vibe that we're gonna be giving. This is the vibes. This is the vibes, and honestly, I'm okay with that. You know, I remember back when I was in like middle school, when it was so common to give your OC features that you wished you had, you know, like there's a reason why half of my early OCs that I used to have pink hair and also have and also, you know, have partners. So like, but one of the things that was very common is like something that is not really seen in nature, that, or at least as far as I know, is not very common for you to find a person that has blue eyes and black hair. But I remember the book description sometimes too. I remember when Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway was a thing. And that's the thing. Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway was a girl with jet black hair and blue eyes. Like, do you guys know about this? Is Ebony Darkness, Dimension Ravenway, lost media? Like, do people know about her still? Do people know about her iconicity and what she brought to the table? Because if you guys don't, I'm gonna be very depressed. You lost me entirely, y'all. Y'all, what the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean that you don't know Ebony Darkness Dimension Ravenway? Y'all were normies at some point in time, were you? Like, all of you were normies at some point in time, weren't you? I have a feeling that you guys were normies until very recently. Or if anything, you were just gamers. Because there is no way. There is no fucking way. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe that I am the other one. Not just on those sides. What do you mean those sides? What do you mean by that, good sir? What do you mean by that? Would you like to elaborate on that? Well, anyway, to give you some context. That's not the books I read, Sumi. It wasn't even a book, first of all. It wasn't even a book. Okay, to give you the context of Ebony Darkness Dimension Ravenway. So, I don't quite remember the name of the piece, the name of the work. You know, I don't quite remember it. It's been such a long time. But there was this fic on Wattpad that essentially encapsulated a lot of what the trends were back in ye olden days, when like the early 2000s, you know, which was I think it was a Harry Potter fic, now that I remember. Yeah, it was a Harry Potter fic. So it was a Harry Potter fic where there was this self-insert character, which she was supposed to be dark and brooding and cool and all of those things that you couldn't be because your Christian mom will probably exorcise you because of it. You know? And so, this character, whose name was Ebony Darkness Dimension Ravenway, was described as a dark-haired girl with pale skin, blue eyes, black lipstick. You know, the whole shebang that it should tell you that this was written by a girl who thought, or maybe still is, emo. And so it sort of became a meme by itself because it's a level of camp and ridiculousness that you don't normally reach unless there is, you know, unless you fully admit that you're a bit cringe. Unless you fully dive into being cringe, it is a level of usage of words that you notice and you feel like this is the sparkle dog. Oh god, please don't tell me that I have to explain what a sparkle dog is. Quick question: do you guys know what a sparkle dog is? Which, by the way, I forgot to say hello. Hi, Zurich. How you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're having a good day. And I'm sorry that I'm having to introduce these concepts to you. I'm really sorry. I'm checking Google now. Okay. So, for those who don't know, a sparkle dog is a type of furry. A sparkle dog is a type of furry, which is characterized by the usage of colors, which may or may not clash with each other's, rainbows, textures, patterns, and accessories that make the kind of character that is on the realm of my OC do not steal category. That is what a sparkle dog is, or at least what people started calling a sparkle dog. So, you know, it is like a, you know, when people try to be like special and different and they just create things that are, you know, they're sort of ugly, but kind of come back around and they look kind of cool. That's what it is, essentially. Like a fantasy race of a dog. So that is what a sparkle dog is. And I am very familiar with that because, well, I used to be around the blog of DeviantArt. I used to be on DeviantArt a lot, and I've seen my fair share of sparkle dogs. I've hung out with a lot of furries too. Like, listen, I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm a surface level furry myself. I will say it. I will say it. I'm a surface level furry myself. I enjoy furry art. I think furry art is beautiful and amazing art. You know? And I think they can make some very hot people. So the thing is, though, is again, I am surprised that not a lot of you know about this, because I feel like my audience would know about it. Like, do I not know you guys? Is that it? Do I not know you guys enough to know what you are into or what you were into when you were younger? Like, is that what's happening to me right now? Because that might be it, really, you know? That might be it. Maybe I just don't know you guys as much as I thought I did. Because you would think that I would attract the same type of person that I am. You know? You would think I'd be good at attracting people who are into the same things that I am into. Okay, no, he looks kind of sassy there. Oh, I'm gonna have a bit of trouble with this, because maybe what I could do... Where the fuck is the head? There. But yeah, so I have to ask then, if you guys are not the same type of nerd as I am, if you guys didn't got bullied for the same things that I got bullied for, what were you bullied for? Like, genuine question. What were you guys bullied for? Were you even bullied? Or were you the bully? You know, I do have a track record of getting along with people who bullied me at some point in time, so... Were you guys bullies? Or better yet, were you the good class of bully? Were you bully a bully? Existing. I don't know, but that kind of gives me the vibe that you were a bully at some point in time. Because, like, listen, in my personal, professional, and medical opinion, because, you know, I'm a doctor and I know things. In my professional and medical opinion, I think that people were either bullied or they were a bully. I feel like there is no in between. That is my hot take. That is the actual hot take that I'm willing to die on. I think that you either were a bully or you were bullied. Whether or not you realize you were bullied is a different question, though. You know, that is a different question that I'm not at liberty to assume for you. But I also have a feeling that a lot of people were bullied and they just didn't realize, you know. Like, that's also my other theory that I'm about to present as part of my thesis for my doctor degree, because, you know, I'm a doctor and I know things. But, you know, it's just, it feels impossible. I feel like it's unfair. As somebody who was bullied as a child, I feel like it is very unfair to find out that other people weren't bullied. You know? Like, how am I supposed to deal with that? How am I supposed to cope with that information if you guys weren't bullied? I don't know how to do his eye shape properly without also making him look like a bit of a cunt. Hold on. Hold the phone. Maybe what I need to do is just make his eye bigger. Like, go full anime. Because this is kind of a little difficult because, you know, Smeargle's eye shape is very specific. And it's very much in contrast with Gamma's eye shape because, you know, Gamma's eye shape is a bit more Ikemen, per se. And so I don't know how to deviate from it. That's the thing. I don't know how to deviate from it without making it look like I'm just writing a Smeargle with anime eyes. I don't think it was directly bullied. I never really thought about it. I mean, think about this. Did people ever do something to you that wasn't quite consensual nor well received? Like, were people mean to you, for example? Have you seen the film of Pinsir from Journeys? No, I haven't. Like, I think you assume that I consume a lot more of the Pokemon anime than I really did. I stopped watching the Pokemon anime after X and Y. You know, after X and Y, I stopped watching the anime. Because, you know, for me, the anime kind of went to shit after X and Y. You know, like, to me, the anime never like was never that good after X and Y. So I'm just, you know, not really. And I'm also like not really interested in watching it, to be honest. Like, I know you guys have told me to watch the Sun and Moon version of it, but like, is it really that worth it? Like, is it worth it? Should I really be watching it? Because, like, part of me thinks that I think that the Pokemon anime is no longer like catered for me. Because, like, I can find joy in the game because, you know, there is things that I can find around it for me, right? But I fear that maybe the Pokemon anime might be a little bit too cringe. I fear I may have grown up. I fear I may have lost all my whimsy. Oh, you're setting a high bar though. You're setting a high bar on that. I don't think that the first season of the Pokemon anime was ever good, but I think that the Sinnoh season, Diamond and Pearl, I think that was actually really good. So here's how I sell it to you. Alola Ash is peak Ash. Alola Ash, like, peak Ash will forever be to me somebody who's annoying. That's the thing. You know, that's also kind of like a death nail when it comes to trying to enjoy anime sometimes. It's like, when you really just dislike the protagonist, it's kind of hard to, you know? It's kind of hard to get into it when you genuinely do not like the protagonist. And that's also part of my thing with Ash, is that I'm not really a fan of him. In fact, I was one of the few people who cheered whenever we found out that he was going to be replaced in the newer season of the anime. So, you know. Is it Journeys? Yes. Is it Journeys? Is it Pokemon Journey and Journey the one that Ash is no longer part of it? But yeah, it's kind of hard to sell me on Ash when I don't like Ash very much. You know what we could do? Didn't you have a crush on him? Well, yeah, I did have a crush on him at some point in time. Do you want to fight about it, bitch? You want to fight about it? Yes, I did have a crush. I did have a crush of Ash at some point in time. But you know how you had a crush on somebody who's not really like that likable? Like that is essentially what it is. Like, yes, I've had a crush on Ash, but it's like the same thing when you fall in love with your bully type of situation, when you're getting bullied by a man who may or may not have repressed homosexual feelings and he's only bullying you because he has those repressed homosexual feelings? Maybe. Just maybe. And I am not talking about personal experience. I don't know what you're talking about. In this house, we don't share our experiences with one another. We are a house of... We are a house of repressed masculine feelings that we don't talk about. Wait, what? Okay. Listen. Out of the many people who did things to me in middle school, there was this particular boy who was a shorty, and he wasn't the nicest person ever. He also was very rude to everybody. And I would argue that there was no redeemable qualities to his character as for why I should ever reduce myself to want to be anything for him. However, I would lie if I didn't say that as a horny teenager, I would like to say if I didn't have any fantasies about it. You know, horny teenagers think about many things, and in my case, it was I just thought about what it would be like to be with him sometime. You know, I just thought about. No, no. It wasn't. No. Oh, Mary, you got me so wrong. You got me so wrong, Zurich. It wasn't, and I can fix him. It was a, I hope he breaks me. That is a very different feeling. You like what was fucked up? Yeah, like that was kind of the appeal of it. You know what I mean? That was kind of the appeal of it. Like, he was fucked up, and you know, it was incredibly noticeable that there were some things going on at home that he was bringing into the table, bringing back into the classroom. It was very noticeable that his dad probably beat the shit out of him, you know. But at the same time, maybe I wanted to be beaten. You know? Like I said, it was very noticeable there was something wrong with him. But I don't think I am one to judge when I had those type of feelings and things that happen. You know what I mean? But like... I cannot judge anybody for the taste in men when I know that my taste in men is even more fucked up. You know? Why are you doing yikes? Why are y'all doing yikes? First of all, why are you guys judging me? What are y'all being so mean to me? Why? Are you telling me that you never had a fucked up crush before? Are you telling me that you never thought about it? Are you telling me that sometimes there are things that you probably shouldn't have thought about that you thought anyway? Are you guys telling me that you guys are normal? Ugh, I don't know. I can't believe that my audience are normies. Because you appear to like being bullied and chat is here to please. Ah, Lord.
No, it's too gay in here.
We're getting into it, huh? Okay, no, listen. Allow me to say face here a little bit. Wrong thing. Allow me to say face a little bit here. I will say my taste has changed. At least when it comes to real people, when it comes to real men, my taste has changed, okay? My taste has changed. I I am no longer in the business of wanting to be mistreated and be somebody else's bitch. I am no longer in the business of wanting to be incarcerated and controlled by a man who doesn't like me. However, I will say it is kind of hard when a fictional man don't want me, and I make it my life missions to make that fictional man that I am in love with want me. Because here's the thing, that is my thing with like fictional men and anime men and stuff like that. For some reason, I think my fucked up childhood kind of just really rears its ugly head a little bit, because I like the idea of falling in love with somebody who doesn't like me, but then making it my absolute life's mission to make sure he falls in love with me and regrets everything that he ever did to me. Oh, that's so delicious. Ooh! Mary, when a guy treats you so poorly, but then he realizes that he really likes you, and then you are his world, and he wants to win you back after he did you so many wrong things. Ooh, that's delicious, bitch. That is the right type of angst that I love. But again, that is exclusive to fiction. Exclusive to fiction. I promise you, it is exclusive to fiction. I promise I am not that fucked up. I like to change. I like to think that I've changed, and I like to think both, Zurich. I like to think that I've changed and I improved in the things that in my standards. Although my type of man at this point is somebody who has a pulse. Like, when you ask me what type of man I'm into, I say preferably breathing. Preferably somebody who breathes and is a human. And then the rest we can figure it out. The rest we can figure out later. Because, I think it's a very important part of being in a relationship to be in a relationship with a human. With a decent human being. So long as you're a decent human being, I don't really care that much about how you look like. I will say, though, I am very partial to big boobs. I am very partial to a big man chest. I'm very partial to people with big arms and a big ass back. Does that mean that I would never date anybody who is either chubby or has more of a pudgy complexion, or is more of like less like tits and more like gut? No. I will still I still do have preferences, though. That's the thing. It's a thing about preferences. My preference is somebody who is like first of all, they have to breathe. Second of all, they have to be a semi-decent human being, and if they look like what the fictional depiction of a himbo is, the better for me. What do you think is a good time, Shane? Shane, for dudes with asthma? Get out of here. Get out of here. Fuck off. Listen. Okay. Breathing is an optional requirement. And you know what? People with asthma do breathe. They just have have a skill issue sometimes. So I think I can forgive it. I feel like that is one of the things that I could forgive about my partner. If he has asthma, I can look past it. I can look past it. You know what I mean? Listen, I am a bottom of the people. I am a person of community, a person of I consider myself somebody who thrives in a fast-paced environment, and somebody who is able to do teamwork. So, we can work it out. You don't have to be a breathing human being. Like, maybe you can be an alien, but at this point, humans are not even that much better anyway. So, like, maybe you have asthma, maybe you're an alien. I think that we can make it work. We can make it work. Something can happen. Listen, magic can happen anyway. Magic is real. We can make magic happen. Good God. Why are we talking about this again? Like, where does this situation came from? Okay, don't say that no aliens cringe, because I've been in love with some things. Honestly though, like, being real for a moment, and like I said, I've never been in a relationship. My longest relationship that has lasted, you know, my longest relationship that has lasted is an hour. That's the longest relationship that I ever had, an hour. So like, maybe I am nobody to be commenting on what love should look like, but like, I think that one of the prerequisites for having a partner is teamwork and communication. You know, I would think that one of the things that you would want to do with your partner is to be honest and be able to talk to them. I would think so. I'm not sure if that's something that everybody looks for, but I certainly know that I look for it. I am looking for that kind of stuff. This looks awful. Okay, I need to grab the prop for a moment, because I need to figure out how his hair works. Hold on. I guess the middle of his face would be more over here-ish. So, God, anime hair. Why do we do this as VTubers? Why do we do the same bullshit as fucking anime hair? If you guys ever like, if you guys had to, I need to ask something of you guys. Can I ask a favor? Like, can I ask for something? So, my question is for you all right now, all of the people watching me, all of the folks at home watching me, I have a question. If you were to introduce me, like, let's say that you are a diehard fan of me, which I do not know how many of you are there, but let's say for the sake of hypotheses, you're a diehard fan of me, and you want to introduce one of your friends to me, who I am, and my content. How would you describe me in a single sentence? Like, what would you say so that other people can watch me? Like, you have to be entirely honest. There is no lying in this house. We do not lie on this house. You have to be honest, and it has to be like a short sentence. I am curious to know how you guys would do a pitch for me. Like, let's say that you're trying to get one of your friends to watch me. What would you say? Fucking rabbit. Fucking rabbit. That is not very descriptive, isn't it? You know, I said a sentence, not a word. That is not very descriptive. Not very descriptive. Like, how are they supposed to know what I'm about with that description? You know, I think we're gonna break the rules a little bit. I'm gonna break the rules a little. And I'm gonna go past the red and just draw it like this, just for the sake of hair. For the sake of hair and even skin tone. That doesn't even look that much better. I think I maybe just suck. I think I maybe just suck at drawing. I think maybe Smeargle is not the type of Pokemon I should be drawing hair on. Just saying. Maybe it's not a good idea to draw hair on Smeargle. I think I'm just gonna keep it like this, because otherwise I'm gonna have a heart attack. I think what I will do is I will just draw some of the hair going back a little. Like, it's just a tuft of hair that has escape containment. Does this make sense? Probably not. It probably looks like like one of those hats that has like wig tracks on it. Yeah, that's probably what it's going to be. It's fine. Let's not worry about it too much. I'm gonna get the press. I'm gonna get the press if it looks like shit. Hold on. You know what? It doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look that bad. I think that's what we're gonna go with. I didn't realize that he had little. Oh, that's so cute. I never realized he had hair clips. Oh. Man, why is he graduated? A cute rabbit doll that plays a lot of Pokemon art and rambles a lot. You know what? That is very cute. But I need you to throw a little bit of spice. You know, throw a little bit of spice. Like, I think it's a very accurate thing because I do ramble a lot and I do get distracted 24/7. But like, you know, you have to drive it home. Like, the next thing that you need to say to fully sell this person out is you need to drive it home. You really need to like go there. You never know what he's gonna say next. Am I really that unpredictable? If anything, I would think that I would be predictable. But maybe I am. Yeah, cute rabbit. You know what's funny? A lot of people, when I used to, in my older model and like older incarnation of my life, a lot of people used to think I was a fox. And my ear, to be fair, my ears were a little bit fucked up. They did not look like rabbit ears at all. But they also didn't look like fox ears. And the other thing that I was confused by a lot was a Wendigo. Because, you know, I used to have horns. You know, in a past life. In another life. I don't know that song. The one that got away. Something like that. I don't know. What was I gonna say? What's he talking about? But yeah, I used to be confused by a Wendigo, which I took a little bit of a bit of as a personal insult because I was not even close to being like a horror themed VTuber. Like, do you guys know how? I don't think. Listen, I don't think a lot of you guys were here last year to experience what it is like to watch Renan play a horror game. Like, were you guys here when I played Horror Tolerant Test? Were you guys here when I played that? Were you guys here when I played Horror Tolerant Test? Because goddamn, that was probably one of the worst shit that I've ever done in my life. And I do like to do that every year because, you know, I do have a heart condition, and I like to I like to, you know, I like to play with faith. I like to tempt God. I like to taunt God sometimes, and so I play horror games despite the fact that I probably shouldn't. So, I will be probably playing a horror game this year as well. Which one? I do not know. But you guys will get the pleasure of watching me almost die. I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Wendigos can be hot, they don't gotta be horror. I wouldn't say I was hot looking. That is a thing. I would not say that I was hot looking when I was with my past life. Oh no, I'm a little late. Don't worry. Like, listen, this is a written art stream. You know, I'm probably gonna stay in the same like phase of the sketch for the first 3 hours and then rush the rest of it because I've been talking too much. But hi Jojo, how you doing? I hope you're having a lovely day. Hey Jojo, when's the last time that you played a horror game? We were talking about horror games earlier, and how sometimes I play horror games despite the fact of knowing I have a heart condition and not really caring about it. So when's the last time that you played a horror game? And if so, what horror game was it? Also, I will say this right out the gate. Repo doesn't count. Repo doesn't count as a horror game, thanks. I think it's more of a thriller, but I don't think Repo counts as a horror game. Maybe not the best idea. Your immune system's already gone through enough gambles this year. Listen, me having a heart condition has nothing to do with my immune system, okay? Me having a heart condition has nothing to do with that. I will say though that I am getting sicker this year a lot. I don't know why. Like, I think something changed. Something changed within the force, and I'm getting a lot sicker than I used to. But hopefully, the last illness that I had will be the last one. Because I don't think I can handle being sick again. Not in this economy. I spent so much money on medical bills this year. Jesus Christ. Okay, now let's do the rest of the body. I think I focus way too much on the face, and I feel like that's gonna come and bite me in the ass later. Do you have a neck, sir? You kind of do have a neck, but you have like a donut. You have a donut. There's a donut in your body. That reminds me, I need to stop pushing. I'm going to the doctor. I still need to do some tests that I don't have the money for right now, but I really need to do. So I'm thinking about asking my mom to help me out with this. But yeah, I've also been avoiding a little bit going to the doctor too. Just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny little bit. You know, the one thing I do avoid a lot though, and I know that I shouldn't, but it's just one of those things that I never grew out of. I do not like the dentist. I do not like the dentist. I feel like the dentist are the devils in disguise. I do not like the dentist very much. And I know that I probably should go more often than I do. Because I think the track record has been like once every 2 years. Which in reality, it should be like every 6 months. But also, dentists are expensive, though. Dentists are expensive. It's kind of hard justifying going to the dentist when you don't have any money to do so. So, I know that I should be going to the dentist more often. I just don't wanna. The last time that I went to the dentist, actually, I went to get some like a resin cover on my teeth. Because for some reason they were really sensitive to the cold. My teeth got really sensitive to the cold at some point in time, and so because of that, I went to the dentist and she went like, you know what? It's time to do some dental work on this bitch, and so she covered my teeth in resin so that they wouldn't be as sensitive anymore, which is good because that means I probably won't die from drinking cold water. I'm not really a horror game player. Do you not do like Halloween specials or something? Like that is my Halloween special thing. Like that is the thing that I do for all of you to enjoy, which is watching me shit myself in the middle of a horror game. Because that's what I like to do. Girly Pop, I don't know if you're watching the tabs in your bits, but it's growing. Is it? I kinda haven't done like a post-mortem yet. I haven't done like a post-mortem of it yet. Oh, what the fuck? Oh no, wait, no, hold on. That is the wrong thing. Oopsie. I got excited for a moment. So like, I went to the analytics tab on YouTube and I saw like 1K views and I was like, what the hell? But no, that is a different thing. That is 1K views across my whole channel, which is not really that much. But no, is it growing though? I mean, YouTube has definitely picked it up now. I think YouTube is like aware of its existence now, which is good. But like, I don't know. I'm a little bit. I hope that it grows enough. I hope that it grows enough. That's all I can hope for, really. I just hope that it gets me. That it grows. It grows more. So. I guess you're right. It is a bit like watching a plant grow. You don't know whether or not the plant will survive or will it die. I need to look a bit closer to Smeargle's body, because I do not know what type of body plan it is. Is it like a beanbag body? A little bit. For no reason, you ever gonna actually fix the tip link? I probably should. The thing is though is, listen, Sarek, I do not want to put you on blast, but you are kind of like my sugar daddy, and you know, I usually when people want to give me money, what they do is they send me biddies, or they do like subscription stuff. It is very strange and very like a very still new experience for me to want to have somebody who wants to give me money just because I exist. You know, I'm very used to getting money for an exchanges of services. You know, so I just don't make it a priority, but I will soon. I've been looking at coffee actually. You're making it harder on me. Wait. Making you hard, you say? I am so sorry about that. Listen. I'm just saying. You kinda. It was your fault. You kinda put it there. You put it there, and I just picked it up. Okay. You put it there, and I just picked it up. I just picked it up. It is not my fault. You're the one who put it there. I'm picking up the litter. You know, I'm picking up the litter box. I just realized that his body is way too big. No wonder why it's looking weird. His body is way too big. But yeah, I've been thinking about like opening a coffee, or like, should I open? Here's the thing, though. Like, I looked at a couple different stuff, like opening a Patreon and, you know, opening other ways for you guys to support me and whatnot. But I'm like, sitting here and being like, do I deserve the money? You know? Like, if I ever wait to open a Patreon, I feel like I would need to do a lot more than what I do right now for it to be worth it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I've been thinking about the thing about Sponsa is that Sponsa does take a pay cut from the things that it gives you, right? And I feel like I'm sort of misusing Sponsa a little bit. I feel like Sponsa is better for, like, you know, for example, if we have a wall to work task, like, maybe we like how you guys were suggesting yesterday. Maybe opening a Sponsa so that I can purchase Pal World, stuff like that. You know, stuff that is for content, or maybe like funding the editing for a video that I wouldn't do myself, type of thing. You know what I mean? But if we're talking like actual tips, I feel like Ko-Fi is probably better, because I don't think if I remember right, I don't know. You used to use Ko-Fi. Is it better for tips? Like, is Ko-Fi good for tips? Because if so, I'm probably gonna start using it. Again, not to say that you guys need to give me money for it. I'll be fine. I'll be fine I'll be fine if you guys don't ever give money to me. I would rather you guys just watch my content, because, you know, I put a lot of effort in my content. But like, oh god, why does this look like a sexy Smeargle now? Lord, oh no. Please, God, don't let it be that I'm accidentally making a sexy Smeargle. Lord, just no. Please don't. Smeargle does have a huge head. It is true. Smeargle does have a huge head. Y'all, if you find any type of sexy on the Smeargle, I will absolutely murder you. God, no, the feet. Oh, fuck. God, guys, this is some Black Mirror shit. This is some. This is some. I feel. Lord. Says the furry. Shut up! Shut up! Listen. I don't usually make smut art for people to view, okay? Usually when I make that kind of stuff is for myself and myself alone. You know? When I make something sexy, I make it for myself. I don't usually try to appeal. God, why does it look like a pinup girl? Fuck. You know what? We're just gonna have to go for it. We're gonna have to go for it. Whatever. Maybe this Smeargle is a pinup girl. Maybe he is a pinup. He is a pinup. Oh Lord. You know what? I'm gonna do something. Don't tell the government about this. If the government finds out we... Hold on. How does it go? Right. If the government finds out we can shapeshift, they're going to tell the church. That is still my favorite meme ever. It's okay to need money to live. I know, but like, I don't like asking for money. I don't like asking for money. Like, you guys can give me money if you want. I will never ask you for it, though. God, this looks so bad. I want to kill myself. What the fuck? What did I do? What did I do? Why is this happening to me right now? How does this even work? Would it be like this? I guess it would be like this. God, I fucking hate it. Why does it look like sexy Smeargle? Smeargle, whatever the fuck your name is. I'm gonna have to censor these feet. Honestly, I feel like it's a little bit too hot for YouTube. You know, it's a little bit too hot for YouTube. I think I'm gonna have to censor it. Can I just give him shoes? Like, would it be a legal move if I just give him shoes? Like, what if I just give him his shoes? What if I just give him dress shoes? How about we cover up those dogs? Which is funny because Smeargle is a dog, but still. Okay, so what we're gonna do, first of all, is we're gonna make this look less like human feet. And by that, I mean we're gonna make them shorter. God, this looks so bad. God. Why does my pen tablet always do this to me? Once I get clothes of any kind, I think it would help. You know, I wasn't really planning of giving him clothes, but I think I may have to. I think I may have to. Otherwise, this is gonna look bad on me. You know what? Let's give him the tie. Let's give him the tie. Oh God, no, that looks worse. Oh God, that looks fucking worse. That looks worse. Ah! You know what? I think we're gonna have to accept it. I think we're gonna have to accept the fact that this is a sexy Smeargle. We're just gonna have to live with the fact that I have created this and I deserve what's happening to me because of my own folly. I think I committed a sin that God is making me pay for. That's why this looks so... Lord! Oh my God, we just keep going. We just keep going. We just keep going. You know what? We do not concern ourselves with the puny thoughts of horny. This thing needs more shame. It wasn't bullied enough. You know, the worst part is that I feel like that kind of describes Gamma a little bit. That kind of describes Gamma a little bit. Like, sometimes I genuinely wish that he was bullied a little bit more. Okay, so what we're gonna do is... So does Miracle only have 3 fingers? That's kind of weird. I think what's gonna help is when we add the tail. That's what's gonna help. The tail is gonna help a lot to make it feel less like this is a tasteful nude, you know? Okay, you know what? This hand is helping a lot, actually. This hand is helping a lot because now it looks now it looks kind of awful, which I think it's needed. Let's give him his tail. His tail is fairly long, so... Yeah, I feel like this kind of like awful hand kind of is helping a little bit more. Although this hand is this kind of coming straight up his ass. Cunt Snargle is a choice. Well, maybe that's just because he's cunty, you know? Maybe that's because the source material is cunty. That's why. Don't blame me. Don't blame me for it. I think that it's just... This fucking hand is so ugly, though. God damn. Like, Renan, learn how to draw for 1 second in your fucking life. Jesus. Okay, that looks even worse. But at this point, I will accept it. At this point, it is what it is. Hi, Marisa. How you doing, sweetheart? Hope you're having a good day. You came just in time for Sexy Smurgle. You came just in time to watch me draw a Sexy Smurgle. Oh, God. Fuck. Lord. Wait. Wait. Guys, I would like to remind you of what his left hand is doing. And I need you to hold my hand. I need you to hold my hand and just walk with me through this. Because if you thought that was sexy, if you thought this is a sexy Smurgle, it's about to get worse. It's about to get fucking worse. So, bear with me for a bit. Bear with me. Because this is not gonna be a good look on my channel. Maybe, you know what? Maybe the people who are canceling Overpower were right. Maybe they were right. Maybe I don't deserve to live. Oh Lord. Just hold my hand, we'll get through this. We'll get through this, Chad. We'll get through this. Just, you know, Sexy Smurgle. Sexy Smurgle. Whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know anymore. Well, we'll get through this. We'll get through it together. You know, I need to give him back the tail. The tail was helping a lot. I think the tail was doing a great job at making this look less awkward. Okay, first of all, I want a big fluffy brush. I want a big fluffy brush like the Pocopia version. Meow meow. That doesn't look quite as good as I thought it was going. I thought it was going to be. Reagan looks a bit parched. Maybe give him a can of Coca-Cola. Why Coca-Cola though? Also, doesn't Coca-Cola dehydrate you? Like not to be an almond mom or whatever, but doesn't Coca-Cola dehydrate you? I thought Coca-Cola was one of those drinks that just, you know, we drink it because it tastes good, not because it's actually good for you. Okay. Let's just continue to trust the process. Let's continue to trust the process. It's mostly water, isn't it? It will hydrate you. I mean, you could say the same. You could say the same of like, you know, Jello. You could say the same. You could say the same about gelatin, but gelatin doesn't hydrate you, and gelatin is mostly water. Okay, I need to look at a reference of Pocopia's Merkle. Okay, so his brush is just as big as his head. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a brush that's just as big as his head. Oh, I think the problem is that the curve is just not following the way that it should follow, which is why it looks kind of weird. So. I don't know, does that look good, Chad? It's the caffeine. Oh, right, yeah, the caffeine would dehydrate you. It's not better than water, but it's not like beer would dehydrate you. I mean, no, but it will kill your liver. It will kill your liver. Listen, again, not to be an almond mom. Like, not to be an almond mom who is trying to take the joy of life away from you. But I never really seen the appeal of drinking, personally. Drinking has never been appealing to me. And I honestly don't know why people find it appealing. Like, you know, power to you if you do. Power to you if you like it. But to me, drinking has never been something that calls me. Because the thing about drinking is like, do you really not like to be conscious? Like, to like people who like to get blackout drunk, what is the fun of that? Again, not judging, by the way. I don't mean to judge people who like to get blackout drunk, but like, where is the fun in, you know, not being... I guess. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's where the fun comes from. It's like people don't like to be conscious. You know what? I think we're just gonna have to accept the fact that this is a sexy circle. We're gonna have to live with it. We're gonna have to live with it. Well, I will have to live with this because I made it myself, and you guys will have to live with it because you were here to witness it. You were here to witness sexy. You know? And unfortunately, I do not think that the clothes are helping at all. Unfortunately, I don't think the clothes are helping. I think, in fact, the clothes are making it worse. I think it may be a possibility that the clothes are actually making the situation worse. Let me just give him like his little cough. He needs a little cough. There you go. There you go. Oh shit. The other side though, the other side. I need to give the cuff on the other side. Do you think his tuxedo could help? I mean, I gave him the tuxedo now. That's what I'm working on. That's what I'm working on. I don't think it's helping. Like I said, I think the tuxedo made it worse. I think it made it worse, but you know what? It's okay. We're just gonna have to live with the fact that we created a sexy Smeargle today. Right? I think we're just gonna have to live with that and be okay. You know, I think we're just gonna have to be okay with what we just have created today in the studio. You know what I mean? I don't know. I always feel like there's more entertaining thing to do. Yeah, that's me too. That's the same thing. That's the same thing as I feel about drinking. Like, you know, there's eating food. You know, there's eating food. You can eat food. You can eat food at a function. I feel like that's a good thing. I mean, you'll be able to see it better. Well, first of all, let me just add the lapels. Let me add the lapels and maybe that will help you see it better. Which his lapels are bright red. Does that help a little bit more? Is this his tie? Is what I see here his tie? No, yeah, it is. Okay, so yeah, the tie is correct. You know, I think it looks okay. You know what? I think we can get past it. I feel like it's one of those things that is just part of life. It's part of life. It's what we're gonna have to live with from now on. We created this together and we shall be unmade by it. And so I forgot probably the most important part of Smeargle, which is the little tongue. There you go. All right. We did the sketch of Smeargle, which, oh shit! Wait, hold on. I forgot the little spike on its head. I forgot the little spike on its head. There you go. Now it's a proper Smeargle. Now this is proper. Now this is a proper country. Hey, if your Smeargle ends up in the R34 side, I guess it's a compliment. I mean, you guys are aware that that in technicality I have been sponsored by Rule 34, right? You guys are aware that part of the reason why I have this is because Rule 34 gave it to me, right? If anything, Rule 34 and I are in an intimate relationship with each other. That's what's happening here. Rule 34 and I know each other very well. We know each other very well, you know? Exactly, that's why I said it. Okay, you know what? Don't be a smartass with me. Don't be a smartass. I'm fragile, okay? Anyway, all right, who will we not run next? Because I actually don't think we're gonna have time to do all three of them, because I do want to go on a walk after this. So I think we're gonna have time for one more. So, do you guys want to do Fuma or do we do Uyu? Hold on, let me put up the options in. Let me put up the options a little bit. Let me put up the options. So where is Okay, so we have Fuma and we have Uyu. Which one shall we do, Chad? Which one is calling you more? Hold on, let me zoom in a little bit more. Which one of these two is calling you for to turn into a Pokemon next? Who shall we fit? Who shall we hit with the Pokemon beam? Fuma the Sentret. Should we do Fuma then? Are you guys down with Fuma? Oh, by the way, once again, yeah, I know you guys are not very familiar with them, so the yellow one is Fuma. The one that looks like a femboy is Uyu. This is Uyu, and this is Fuma. Okay, we have one vote for Fuma and one vote for Uyu. So we need a tiebreaker, folks. We need a tiebreaker. Do you guys want Fuma or Uyu? I think it's a carbad. Hold on, let me. I guess it could be seen as a carbad, but it's. Ugh. What do you call roughly tie? It's called a jabot. Oh, it's called a jabot. Okay, I didn't know that's what his name. What the fuck? That is such an ugly name for a thing. It's a jabot. Or if you want to be Spanish about it, it's also called chorrera. which is a horrible fucking name. That is a horrible fucking name for anything in Spanish. What do you mean it's called chorrera? Oh, Lord. That sounds like poop. That is very close to the word to a word for poop. But yeah, it's called a jabot. It's a jabot. Oh, Chad, you need to decide. You still haven't given me a choice. We're still in a tie. Is it Fuma or is it Uyu? Fuma or Uyu? You know what? I'm gonna spin the wheel. Actually, I'm just gonna throw a coin. I'm just gonna flip a coin. Coin flip, I call heads. Okay. If it goes into heads, it will be Uyu. If it goes tails, it will be Fuma. Alright? That's what we're gonna do. So let me just get this in real quick. Here so you guys can see the beginning. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we go. You guys can see it now. So, as I said, if it turns out to be tails, we'll do Fuma. If it's heads, we'll do Uyu. Are we ready? Let's go. Oh, I guess it's Fuma. And just like that, Regina George died. And just like that, Regina George died. Damn. Alright, we'll be drawing Fuma then, which is a centred. Which I think is probably like one of the most fitting things I've ever done in my life. Like, Fuma is a little bit of a raccoon. Alright. Although, I'm not really sure how I'm going to translate this. I'm not really sure how I'm going to translate this, this into this. Like, it looks easy, but I feel like it's probably gonna be harder than it actually is. You know? I feel like this is gonna be harder than it actually looks like. I don't know about this. Also, I don't think I can copy this pose. Because, you know, I don't know if you guys have seen what I've been doing with, like, the poses and stuff like that. But I have been, like imitating the pose that they do for, like, their 3D renders and stuff like that. But I'm not sure that I'm gonna be able to do the same thing with, Fuma here. Because if it's not like... It's not like Centred has a bit has that big of hands to do this with, you know, and they're also kind of egg-shaped, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this, but I guess we'll try it. Thank you so much for the hydration, Zurich. I appreciate it. For once in my life, I have water. Remember to save. Thank you. I actually. Wait. Thank you for reminding me to save. You need. You guys don't actually know, how many times I have finished an art stream and I haven't saved at all during that whole live stream. So like, I appreciate you guys reminding me, because it does happen that I go the whole live stream without actually saving. Also, this way you can better think about Uyu. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's a good idea. How am I gonna do this? I'm not really sure how I'm even gonna do the. I guess I can just. You know what? Let's just do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's just try it. I thought you program autosave. It does, but it only autosaves every 2 hours, because that's the way that I have it set up. Because if I had it autosaved every hour, it's very annoying, you know. So I have it autosave every 2 hours, and I don't know if you guys noticed, but usually my streams are 2 hours long, more or less. Sometimes they are longer than that, sometimes they are less than that. But usually my streams are 2 hours long. God. That thread is really just an egg, huh? Like, I don't want to be mean to Setthread and to Sentred, but it's really just an egg. It really do be just egg-shaped. Gotta get a save redeem with like 10-minute cooldown so it can't get spam. Real. Because like it's a thing that also now has happened with like with the Pokemon Wide playthrough as well. So I might actually need it. Wait, hold on. I'm getting a closer look at Sentret right here. Is this not just a Sumaril with like a tail? Like, doesn't Sentret look like a Sumaril? I feel like it looks way too much like a Sumaril. Like, am I just drawing a Sumaril right now? Is this what I'm doing? Am I drawing a brown Sumaril? Fuma is my JP Holostar bias. Oh no! Oh no! Now I have to do it justice. Now I have to do it justice. Otherwise, otherwise you're just gonna haunt me. You're just gonna haunt me forever if I don't do this justice. No. Okay, we shall try, guys. We shall try. Although it really is just kind of a beauty blender. Like, being honest, this is genuinely just kind of a beauty blender. I love his rap during debut. I never actually watched the debut for Uproar. Like, sorry, I'm a fake HOLOSTARS fan, but I never watched the Uproar debuts. Because, you know, at the time I wasn't really that... I was going through like a very... When Uproar debuted, I was going through like a very Niji-Sanji time in my life. So, I wasn't paying that much attention to Uproar. And I kind of regret that because, you know, the Uproar boys are really cool. And I only really started paying attention when Gamma left, which is kind of sad. Guys, I feel like I'm drawing... I feel like I'm drawing a meme. Like... This doesn't feel right, but... This is what it is, though. Like... It genuinely doesn't feel right, but this is what it is. Like, genuinely, this is what it is. Like, is this not just what the shape of Setthread is? Is this not it? Like, I feel like this is it. I feel like that we have reached... We have done it. I don't need to draw anymore. This is it. A very Niji Sanji time in my life. That sounds eerie. I mean, it's more so that I was a Niji Sanji fanboy at some point. Like, listen, as much as I am a content creator and a VTuber myself, I started out this hobby being a fandom. And then I made it into my career. You know? I started out my VTuber journey as a fanboy. So, like it or not, I will forever be a Niji Sanji fan, a Niji Sanji, HOLOSTARS fanboy, and I do have my guilty pleasure sometimes. I haven't seen Cetra. Is like one of the like top 10 silliest designs. I know, but like, has Cetra ever had his arms closed? Oh, wait, no, I see a picture of it with his arms closed. And it looks like nothing I was expecting. Cetra with its arms closed looks like nothing I was expecting. Like, this looks... Is it weird to think that this kind of looks like a Chikawa character? Is it weird to think that he kind of looks like a Chikawa character a little bit? Like, doesn't it? Like, I feel like he could straight up be in Chikawa. That's what I feel like when I'm looking at Cetra like that. He's just straight. He could straight up be in Chikawa. Okay, so basically, what I think I should define where his eyes is, where the eyes are, and this is gonna be difficult because Cetra doesn't. Cetra has pinprick eyes. So, how am I going to do Fuma's eye shape when this is what I'm working with? I guess we do like this. But now it looks now Cetra looks a little bit evil. Now he looks evil. I could do extendo. I could extend it. You know, Fuma looks like he would be like this. Because he's evil. You know what? You're so right. You're so right. Fuma is evil. I like his concept, by the way. I like Fuma's concept as a VTuber. Because his whole thing is that he works at an odd job agency. Like, he just takes odd jobs to like stay alive and whatnot. And I find that kind of cute. Like, just imagine like this agency filled with raccoons. And they just do odd jobs for you. I love that. Okay, so going back to this thing, which is, I think that my problem is I might be drawing its body a little bit too short. Like, I think I am underestimating the like egg to face ratio. The egg to face ratio, I think I'm underestimating it. I think there might be a lot more egg than face. This is so fucking stupid. This is so stupid. Oh my goodness. This is fucking stupid, bitch. Okay, let's try this again. Now that I have a bit more real estate for its wing shape thing. Honestly, it just looks bad. It looks bad. But I think that I think this is right. It may look bad, but I think this is right. Oh no. Oh no. Now it looks like he's doing the colon 3 C phase. This is the face that he's doing right now. He's doing this. He's doing this. Ah, listen, this is what he's doing right now. He's doing this. Oh, I hate it. I fucking hate it. Burn it. Burn it. Just fucking burn it. Oh my god. I hate that this is right though. That despite my complaints, this is still technically right. Like, no matter how much I complain about it, this is right. Ban reading without warning, please. You're gonna have to report me. You're gonna have to report me to the Twitch authorities. Because in technicality, I am technically doing something illegal. Which is, I am multi-streaming. Like, not only am I multi-streaming, I'm also combining the chat of YouTube and Twitch, which is technically against the OS, but who fucking cares? I genuinely, who fucking cares? Okay, I think what I'm gonna do to make it look a little bit more like Fuma, rather than me literally just straight up drawing a centred, is I think I'm gonna add the clothes. Like, in technicality, it has the clothes already, but you know. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do for it to look a bit more like Fuma. Bro, what? 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 I'm already breaking laws anyway, remember? Remember, I technically didn't pay I don't pay taxes for Twitch. So, technically I'm breaking the law already. Despite the fact that I don't think I'm being affected by it, but you know. I asked my accountant about it. By the way, a little update on that. I did ask my accountant about it. He said not to worry. He said not to worry about it, so I won't, but you know, it's still not reassuring. Okay, let's do this. How do I do clothes again? Yeah, but understanding with YouTube moderation. Okay. Here's the deal. I think you may have misunderstood me. When I said I'm breaking TOS, I'm breaking Twitch's TOS. Not YouTube's. YouTube doesn't give a fuck if I multi-stream. YouTube genuinely doesn't care if I multi-stream. Who cares? The one that cares is Twitch. And not to be like mean to the people who watch me on YouTube, on Twitch. You guys are awesome, and you guys were here first technically, so you have seniority. However, I'm gonna be so real. I don't care if I get banned. I'm sorry, I just don't care. YouTube has been my main platform for a while, and it will continue to be so. So like, you know. Twitch is not better. That is true. Twitch is not better. But like I said, the one that actually cares as for whether or not I multi-stream is Twitch. YouTube doesn't care if I multi-stream or not. But my pointless points would be lost. You know, you make me feel bad about the fact that I don't have that many redeems. You make me feel bad about it. I don't hate you. I don't hate you, bitch. I don't hate you. I don't hate you. It's just, I genuinely think that YouTube is a better viewing experience. I'm telling you guys. I know that you guys are accustomed to Twitch, and that's the reason why you haven't changed yet. But once you experience YouTube live stream, you never go back. You will never go back to what garbage Twitch is once you realize that YouTube live stream is better. Can YouTube do this? Once I get memberships, yes. Once I get memberships, yes, it can happen. I will remind you to save. Do that, by the way. I just... fine. Also, I agree to disagree. I hate you too. Do you hate me? Is that what you're saying? You hate me. You hate me. That's what you said. That's what you said right now. So you hate me. Like, you guys are saying that I hate you, but I think it's in the opposite way around. I think you guys hate me. Should I give this Tetrad a wig? Like, Tad, like, let us set aside our differences for a little bit. Now that I sort of figured out the game plan for Tetrad and the way that it looks, right? Should I give it a wig? Should I give it a Fuma wig, or does it look better bald? I feel like it might look better bald. I think we might leave it bald. I think it might be better to leave it bald. Do I hate you? No. I don't hate you. In fact, you guys know, because I tell you every fucking day, that I tell you how much I love you guys and how much I care about you. So don't you dare that I fucking hate you. I hate when listen, the only time when I hate you is when you make me do things I don't want to do, like take care of myself and drink water. You know, those are the only times where I resent you, but otherwise I love you. I think Jerry's judgment is the right answer. The thing is, I think she's busy right now. I think she might be busy right now. You know, I think I'm gonna... Yeah, you're right, Sarek. You don't tell me enough. I need much reassurance. Sarek, are you not reassured by the fact that I flirt with you sometimes? Oh, fine. Let me hydrate. All right, let me stand up and stretch for a moment. Oh, my ass hurts. Ow. Actually, I really need... Ooh, it popped. Ooh, something popped. You guys ever feel your back and a crack like a glow stick? And it feels good. You guys ever feel like that? Have you guys ever had your back just kind of like pop like crazy and it feels so good? Because that just happened to me just now. And I'm feeling good. You know? It's been a while since I done a karaoke. Should we do a karaoke chat one day? You know what I used to do when I used to like stream art a lot more often than I do now? Because back in the day when I was just like YouTube, like Twitch only, I used to mostly just do art because I couldn't run video games on my PC and stream at the same time. So, back in the day, because I used to stream so much art, I used to kind of run out of things to talk about. And, you know, you guys weren't here with me in those times. And because you guys weren't here, I would kind of run out of things to talk about very quickly. And so what would happen is that because I ran out of things to talk about, I would start to sing. That's what I would do. I would start to sing. I would start singing songs just because I just didn't have anything else to talk about. And so every art stream was essentially a karaoke because I just didn't know what to talk about. And I will say, I do miss singing with all of you sometimes, but I'm not a good singer. Like, funnily enough, I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if I told you about it. I've actually taken singing lessons before. I did genuinely try to become a good singer, but I think that I failed. I think I failed to do it, to be honest. So, although I don't think I have ever sang on stream, like actually trying. I don't think I ever sang on stream and I actually trying to sing good. Well, no, I did. I did, because I did it once on, like, when I did my first karaoke. I don't know, chat. It still feels like there's something missing. Something still feels missing. Oh, right. It's the marking. It's the marking on the belly. It's the marking on the belly. Oopsie. No wonder why it feels a little bald. It's the marking on the belly. The little circle thing. Anyway. There we go. It feels very simplistic, especially compared to to Gamma over here. Compared to our Playboy over here, it feels very simplistic. But I don't know, it feels like it fits. It feels like it fits. Don't you guys think? Don't you guys think it fits? Does it look good? And I need reassurance. Just as much as you need reassurance that I love you guys, I need reassurance to know that this is good art. Does it look good? Does it look nice? It's like, I feel it looks good, but I don't know if it's look good. I don't know if it's good, actually. Like, I feel like this is more than turning Fuma into a Pokemon. It's more, this is Petra cosplaying Fuma. This is what it feels like. It does, but I will add the hair. The thing is, though, is I have no more space to add the hair. Like, Surik was right in that part that I just have no space for the hair. Like, what I could do is maybe add the little tuft here. I could add a bang. Maybe. Like, I could do this. Does this help? Does this help? Because generally, I have... It's a fucking beauty blender. It's an egg. There's only so much space that I have to modify the egg. Does this help? Sure, that works. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. You know what? I think we're gonna have to take the L on this one. Actually, yes, it does a lot. Okay, yay! We did it! Alright, so then there is our... Do you guys love how fast I finished this? Don't you guys love how fast I finished Setred? And then take back to like the 2 hours and a half that it took me to do Gamma. Lord. Okay, well, I guess that's it. So this is what we managed to do today. We did Fuma and we did Fuma and we did Gamma. So, what do you think? Which one do you like better, Dad? Which one do you like better? Do you like Gamma better? Do you guys like do you guys like and love or Sexy Smurgle? Or do you guys like Tetris? Which one do you like better? Like it or not, I do have a bit of a bias towards Snorkel. I don't know. I ended up liking how it looks like, even if it does look like Playboy magazine Snorkel. Also, maybe making the tips of the hair dyed yellow could set the whole idea of the stuff. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do. That's probably what I'm gonna have to end up doing. Because again, there's just not that much design space when it comes to Zthread, because it's generally just a ball. It's a fucking beauty blender. There is not much that you can do with it. Well. Anyway, folks, that is where we're gonna leave it for today. It feels like this Smeargle is gonna lure me into an alley and this girl is gonna mug me. You know what? That might be their actual strategy. Their name is UPROAR, after all. You know? Their name is UPROAR. So they may cause an uproar and maybe rob you of all your money. Maybe they will take your money from you. But yeah, anyway, let's see. Alright, that is where we're gonna leave it for today, chat. I miss having just chats like this, just hanging out, doing drawings, talking about things that I probably shouldn't talk about on the internet. I missed it. I miss you guys a lot. I hope you guys miss me too. I'm so happy. See, days like this make me feel so glad that I decided to do this and I decided to keep going. You know, it makes me feel really glad that I am still here, giving it my all, despite the fact that, you know, it might be for nothing. But so long as you guys enjoy it and so long as you guys have fun, I think it is for something, you know? So long as you guys enjoy being with me and I entertain you, I think it's worth to continue to keep going. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's see. Let's see who I'm going to raid today. I think I'm gonna raid Sochi. Like, Sochi is just like been streaming a lot recently. And also Sochi is doing like a partner push. I progress in my weaving, so that's good. Hey, listen, I'm happy to provide entertainment while you're weaving. I'm happy to provide that entertainment for you. Alrighty, Chad. I'm gonna send you to Sochi. Sochi is doing a partner push. So if you can do anything to help, I hope you are able to. And I hope you guys have a lovely day and a lovely night. Remember that the Cherry Bomb Blossom Boutique always appreciates you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Pokemon Nova. Because we gotta watch stuff. We gotta listen, wait, I gotta make the dude from the gym my boyfriend. So we have a mission tomorrow. There's things that we need to do. But anyway, hope you guys have a lovely day, lovely night. Remember, the Cherry Bomb Blossom Boutique always appreciates you. And I hope you guys take care. Go to Sochi. I know the majority of you are on YouTube today. So I'm going to put this here. Go to Sochi. Say hello to Sochi, please. Join the raid and say hello to Sochi, please. Thank you. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye-bye. Love you. Take care.